Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day. Welcome back to Simple Healing 333, where we use all tools and resources to learn life's lessons and to decode and discover what it is that the Most High is speaking to us and guiding us to do. So it's going to be a bit different today. So a tool that we're going to use today is some oracle cards. We're going to use cards today. That's the tool we're using to see what kind of message we get. I didn't want to do the sage. That is not what I was trying to do. Let me switch. Simple Healing 333. What does that stand for? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically learning everyday healing, because healing is a continuous thing. It's a whole process. It's a lifetime process, and we don't heal overnight. A lot of times, especially when dealing with the soul, the spirit, we don't heal overnight, especially with dealing with your emotions or your mental state of being. You know, for some, it may not take as long, but for others, it takes a little bit. You got to go through steps, and you got to dig, and you got to find out, you know, what the root of the issue is. What's causing the pain? What's causing this wound to be reopened? So, I mean, there's layers to it. You can't just focus on one area. You can't focus on physical healing and not focus on emotional healing. And you can't focus on emotional healing without focusing on your mental healing. And you definitely can't do any of those without focusing on your spiritual healing or the healing to your soul. So, today, we are going to see what it is that needs to be released. Now, this reading is basically to help in the process of healing, so there's not any tea or anything like that. This is just to help initiate the process of healing, or to catapult one into healing, or just to give you some questions to ask yourself to help you dig and get to the root of everything, so that you can heal and you know how to go about doing it. Okay. It is my goal and my desire to help others to heal, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I choose to use different tools. I choose to use cards. I choose to use movies, TV shows, books, social media posts, memes, signs of nature, angel numbers, my own life experiences, as well as the life experiences of those that I cross paths with. So let's see what the message is today in regards to helping us heal, helping us to move forward. All right, here we go. So this deck that I'm using is called the Awakened Soul. And I've seen this deck before on a channel when I was watching Tarot sometime last year when I was in the metaphysical store. I seen and I was like, that's the one. And so I got it. That's what it is, if you can see. It's an oracle deck here. Not tarot cards, but an oracle deck. So let's see here. We just came out of a full moon a few days ago on the 15th. I can say really like the 14th, 15th, 16th, and partially the 17th. But right now we're like in waning gibbous moon phase. And so I want to see what needs to be released. Now, during the full moon, some of you may have been shown something. Something may have been illuminated during the full moon for you, and it was illuminated in order for you to take a sit back and think about it. You know, how is it affecting your life? If it's something that you need to let go, it usually is something that needs some work, that needs to either be worked on or released. So we're going to see Holy Divine Spirit, angels, guides, only those delegated by the Most High to assist in our journey, in my journey, to guide us. What message, what healing message do we have for the collective, as well as myself? So let's see what needs to be released during this time, okay? What needs to be released during this time? I did a video before, but when I went back to watch it, the music was too loud in the background. And I didn't want them to flag the video, so I just deleted it, and now I'm re-recording. So let's see if those same cards come out. So, Divine Spirit, what needs to be released in the collective during this time? What does the collective need to release? Okay, rescue coming out. So somebody needs to either receive help or extend help. What is supporting this release? Or somebody needs to stop trying to rescue another person and let them go through what they need to go through. What is supporting this rescue card? What is supporting this rescue? Somebody may need to release doubt. You may have somebody that is trying to help you, but you questioning it, and you need to release doubt, or release the doubt that the universe will help you. What is supporting this? Yeah, okay, what is this? Okay, this card came out in the other reading, but it came out first, okay? So somebody needs to surrender, okay? We have rescue. We have rescue, and then we have surrender. Now, the fact that both of these, this person is underwater, so somebody could be overwhelmed with emotions or drowning in emotions, and they need help to pull them out of it. and they need to surrender. It's something they need to surrender. Okay, let's get the last card. What is hindering? What is hindering this release from happening? What is hindering the release from? Okay, perspective coming out. So perspective coming out, the hindrance has to do with the way something is being viewed. Okay, so energy is kind of the same, a little different. Well, the surrender card is here, which is the first card that came out. So we'll put it together and see, but definitely somebody may be drowning in their emotions and not surrendering something. At the bottom of the deck here is the sovereignty card, which has to do with the three goddesses, the Greek goddesses, wisdom, moon and hunt, and domestic. So let's see here. Rescue. We're gonna start with rescue. Okay. Somebody definitely could be drowning in emotions. So with the rescue card, the symbol in this card is the outreached hand, okay? So somebody could be in need of assistance, in need to be rescued, or you could be the one that may have to do the rescuing. Put it where it goes, only take what resonates for you. The key words for this card is help, assistance, vulnerability, and acceptance. So somebody could need help, but not be wanting to receive help. They could be in doubt of the people that they could possibly go to for help. Okay, they just need a hand up. Because they look like they can do pretty good on their own, but they just at this point where they a bit overwhelmed, and they can see the surface, but they need, you know, just a little pull. Okay, a little pull. So let's see what this says. Our awakened soul is deep underwater, holding her breath and looking up for aid. She is reaching out to the hand that she sees in the water, hoping that she will be led to fresh air. She needs help to be pulled up towards the surface, to break free of the heavy water. The air and light is calling her. She knows that when she is free of the water, she will be able to move with more ease. Trusting another to give her the vital assistance she needs has put her in a vulnerable situation, but it is in this act of faith that she finds another side to being a strong person. She is so used to doing everything on her own and being there for everyone else. This turn of events where she is the one in need is teaching her humility and the gift of being open. Okay, yeah, it's a lot of times if you're somebody who are always doing it on your own and you always helping somebody, usually when you need the help, you won't ask for the help. You will try and do it all on your own and allow yourself to go through unnecessary stress when you don't have to. You just choose not to ask for help, and you want to be strong all the time, and you can't always be the strong person. Sometimes allowing yourself to be vulnerable and being open and allowing someone to assist you, allowing yourself to be vulnerable is also a strong suit. Okay? If you have had the rescue card arrive in your reading today, you are being asked to assess the areas of your life where you could benefit from some outside assistance. Admitting that you require help, owning it, and being brave enough to ask and accept help are a big part of your spiritual journey. You could also be currently surrounded by heavy energy. All right. You may be over committing and doing too much for everyone else. Check your pride and if you are needing to be needed. Because sometimes some people have to feel needed in order for them to feel of value, of worth, um, and also to feel like they belong. You know, some people need to feel needed so others can, sometimes people have an inferiority complex. Okay. If you're feeling like you have no time and too much to do, it may be time to delegate or set boundaries. Accepting help and receiving aid is a spiritual act. There is no shame in this. Alternatively, you may be being asked by this energy to lend a helping hand to someone else. Sometimes this is obvious, but other times we need to tune into our intuition and feel if there is a place so we can help. It is never a bad idea to ask those around you if they are okay. It may be the catalyst they need to shine a light on their own path. So, when I pulled this card, I asked what needed to be released. So, it could be that someone is needing to release the fact that they need help and they won't ask for it, or they need to release trying to be there for everyone else and not allowing time for themselves. Okay, so the next card that we're going to go to is the surrender card here. Surrender. So here the symbol is the whales. The key words are acceptance, relinquishing control, awe, and yielding. Our awakened souls who are sea kayaking with two very special animal kin have had a realization of divine surrender today. The whales have come to them as a messenger and a sign of grace and acceptance. Whales hold powerful energy. They are the living memory of the planet. They live in open water and travel great distances every year. The openness of the whale reminds us to surrender. When we surrender like the whale, we can go with the natural flow of things. Kind of dark. Our kayakers can only see from a certain perspective, from the surface down, and only what the available light will let them see. They have very little control over what happens in the expansive environment they are in. Today, you are being asked to gracefully hand over the need to control the path and outcome of the situation, whatever that situation may be. Only you can answer that question at this time. This can be hard, especially when you have invested so much. When you try to control, you put up blocks. When you relinquish control, you create space for things to move again. If you are able to give it over with grace, ease soon follows. This card also holds the message of accepting where you are. So, back to this card. So, if you're in a place right now where things may be a little challenging and you need help, accept where you are and be open to receiving help, and don't be afraid to ask for assistance, because spiritually, giving and receiving is a part of the spiritual path. You have to be open to receiving just as much as you are to giving. It says, if you are able to give it over with grace, ease soon follows. This card holds the message of accepting where you are. It does not serve you or others to deny where you are. When you accept and give up your projections or illusions, you can move forward. Are you being challenged to give something up to a higher power? How does that challenge you? Allow something outside of yourself to bring you miracles. Surrender is also allowing yourself to be totally present in the moment, to be open to feeling powerful emotions, to being in awe of the majesty and magic around you. Surrender to the way you feel completely. Surrender to love. For those of you who crave freedom, this is a powerful card. The more you can work to loosen the grip you have of the journey and outcome, the more free you can be. Trust that you are going to be provided for and that good things will consistently happen to you, and they really will find it a way to become reality. So surrendering to the process, surrendering to where you are right now will help you be open to receiving or open to helping. You know, put it where it resonates for you. All right. The affirmation for this card is I surrender. And a personal reflection question is, do I trust the universe has my back? And I did not give you the affirmation for the rescue card. The affirmation for the rescue card is, it is safe for me to accept help. The affirmation for this card is, it is safe for me to accept help. And the personal reflection is, how can I be more comfortable with receiving aid? Okay. So again, for the surrender card, the affirmation is, I surrender. The personal reflection is, do I trust that the universe has my back? Okay, so what is hindering this whole process here? What's hindering this process? And we have perspective here. So how are you painting this picture within your mind? Okay. How are you viewing it? From what perspective? Or are you viewing it from a perspective of victimization? Are you viewing it from a perspective of defeat? Are you viewing it from a place of fear? Those are some questions that you can ask yourself. Okay. Let's see what we have. So perspective, the symbol is the paintbrush and the paints. Okay. The key words are outlook, point of view, stance, depth, and attitude. Okay. So before I start reading this, let's talk about this. So if you are someone who has trouble receiving help from others, you have to ask yourself, why do I feel that way? Why do I feel like I can't ask others for help? Are you somebody who feels like if you ask for help from others that they may think you weak, or that they may try and take advantage of you? You know, ask yourself those kind of questions. This is our awakened soul is bringing her heart into being, and also being her art, becoming her art. She is using her tools and skills to show her perspective to the world. She is the art. It is part of her soul. Art challenges people, both the creator who conceptualized and gives loving time to it to see the piece come to life, and each person who brings their own interpretations to the work when done, either positive or negative. She has used many different approaches and mediums throughout her career, each one bringing her joy, teaching her new ways to see art, and adding to her toolkit. She knows as an artist that there are many ways to interpret any piece or situation. Even though putting her work out into the world can be an act of vulnerability, she knows that her value is not held by other people's point of view. So here we go, talking about vulnerability again. So that is something there has to be surrender is not wanting to be or appear vulnerable to others. The perspective card is asking, are you the are you the painter or the observer? Are you the consumer or creator? It is much easier to judge someone else's work than it is to create. You are often both in your life, so remember the other side of the coin in your current situation. There is always more than one side to the story, okay? It is time to check to see if your past beliefs or prejudices are influencing how you are viewing this situation or a person. While we all have a certain lens we see life through, it can begin to skew our objectivity. What you have been doing so far has not been working. It is time to look at things from a wider viewpoint. Tackle the issue at hand from a different approach. Have a flexible way of being when it comes to solutions and creativity. Too much control kills creativity. Can you find depth where you think there may be none? Look beneath the surface and don't take things on face value. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. How does it feel and look now? Remember, when you change your attitude, you change your outcome. So, someone may need to shift their perspective and change their attitude when it comes to receiving assistance or asking for help, and vice versa. Someone may have not enough time to pour into themselves to do the things that they have to do because they're always extending a hand to help others and not allowing time to invest in themselves. Okay, put it where it resonates. So this is what is hindering. This is the hindrance. So the shadow meaning for this card, since it's the hindrance, is when you are unable to see potential, unwilling to change, in a narrow viewpoint. Okay. So we need to surrender and relinquish control to not wanting to ask for help or overextending. Again, you have to apply it to your situation personally, if this energy resonates for you in any way. So the affirmation for the perspective card is, I am open to new perspectives. Okay. Let's see, what experiences may be currently influencing your attitude? So what experiences may be currently influencing your attitude? All right. So I ask, what needs to be released? What needs to be released? You know, maybe someone does need to stop. Someone does need to stop overextending themselves and asking for a helping hand. I'm going to get one more card from here. Let's see what we have, what Spirit has for us. Seeing us, because we all healing. We all should be trying to heal. The vision card was trying to come out. Let's see. Give us one more card here. One more card. Any other advice from this deck? I see the simplicity card that came out last night. Again, somebody may be overthinking and overcomplicating something. They could be drowning in their emotions, or just surrounded by heavy energy and feeling overwhelmed. But they don't want to ask for help because they don't want to appear weak. They don't want to feel like they're being a burden on someone. But if you're somebody who's always giving, and you know that you give out of a space of love, and your desire is to help others, you have to trust that the universe will send someone across your path that has the same type of heart as you. Okay? And be open to receive. Okay? We're just going to put that to the side. I'm going to get a scripture card here. A scripture card and an affirmation card. Angel card. Okay. Okay. Okay, and be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, have forgiven you. Ephesians 4:31. That looks like Ephesians 4:31. Okay. Affirmation card here. The word that stands out to me is tender-hearted. You know, somebody probably need to forgive themselves. Maybe they made a wrong decision in the past, and you know, they're afraid if they open up and ask for help again, or extend help, that, you know, it might not go very well. Or maybe in the past you received help from someone and that person wasn't loyal, or they went around gossiping about your situation, and so you probably just decide now, you know what, I just handle things on my own. I don't want anybody in my business. You have to surrender this way of thinking, because everybody is not the same. So this is the affirmation card here. Today, I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focus on slowing my inhalation and exhalation. Okay. So that is the affirmation card. When you are feeling overwhelmed, it's always a great idea to take a moment to breathe, to meditate. Okay, so I'm going to pull four cards from my deck that I wrote out. It's called Soul Communication. I'm still working on it to add more, but these are some that I had already had. So it's right now like I think 43 cards at the moment. So I'm gonna keep adding to it as things come to me. So let's see here. What messages for soul communication will be beneficial for the viewer? What soul communication would be beneficial for the viewer here? I'm going to do 4 cards. Okay. You are the one chosen to take Big Mama's place, to pray for the family and bring everyone together. The matriarch, okay? You're chosen to be the matriarch of the family. Sometimes the matriarch don't know how to receive help, you know. What happened to you as a child was not your fault. You are not a victim. You are an overcomer, a victorious one, okay? So somebody's perspective could be based off something that happened to them as a child. You lack confidence in yourself to make decisions due to past mistakes. So I mentioned earlier that it could have been something, a decision you made in the past, and now you just like, you know what, I'm not going to go down that route. I ain't going to tell nobody my business. I'm not going to ask for help. I'll figure it out on my own. Right? So you need to shift your perspective. We're going to get one more card. Okay. Being in the public eye, allowing the world to see who you really are. No more chains on me. So somebody apparently likes to had wanted to be in the shadows, you know, just wanted to live their life quietly and peacefully, you know, and not allow people to see them. But it's time for you to come out of the shadows. It's time for you to be open to receive all that the universe has for you, all that God has for you. So here, before I do the angel card, before I do the angel card here, I'm going to get a card for a crystal that may be beneficial for you. Now these cards again are things that's speaking to your soul. So it could resonate with somebody. It could be somebody who is a problem with the solar plexus. You know, they lacking confidence, or it could be some kind of root chakra blockage. Let's see. Let's get a crystal here. So let's see if we can get a crystal that will benefit you in surrendering and being open to receiving. Helping you to shift your perspective in the way you view receiving assistance or even giving assistance. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What crystal is this? Lapis lazuli. Balance is what this stone can help with, harmonizing your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical selves. It brings inner peace. When used with meditation, this beautiful stone opens the third eye and allows you to see inside yourself. You'll see the real you, okay? So that could be beneficial. I think I'm going to get one more. Lapis lazuli, that's actually what I got in my cage right now. On my necklace is a lapis lazuli. Here's one more crystal that would be beneficial in helping us to surrender those that need to surrender, those that need to allow themselves to be vulnerable and receive assistance. A varicite. A rare stone, this beauty comes in many different shades of green. Placed under your pillow at night and used with your daily meditation, this stone brings peace to one's mind. It can calm racing thoughts to keep you awake at night. Best when used as jewelry or just hold over your third eye for a look at past lives, okay? And past life could also be something, you know, that you experienced during your childhood. You don't want to continue to go in this energy because it allows you to miss out on so many opportunities, you know. Because you may be waiting for you may have asked God for something. You have prayed about something, asked the universe for something. And you can miss out on that opportunity because you're not open to receive, because what you may be asking for may come through another individual. So you have to be willing to ask for help. You know, even if you're one who try to do everything on your own, your spiritual team may be telling you to ask them for help. Your angels may be wanting you to ask them for help. You know, it don't always have to be a physical person, you know. Or you may be someone who believes in God, you know, and all of that. But you don't really ever ask specifically for what it is you want. So, be willing to do that. Be open to that and be open to receive. You know, surrender and relinquish control on how you think things are supposed to go. Shift your perspective. Especially if it's you know you've been thinking a certain way, viewing things a certain way, and it hasn't yielded you any good results. Okay, let's see. What angel message or angel will assist during this time? We're helping to be open and vulnerable and relinquish control. Angel card. So we have Archangel Michael here, card number 1. You know what? That's it. I'm just going to take that one. So we have Archangel Michael, card number 1. Okay. Michael got that sword in his hand. First one in the page. Let's see. Keywords are protection, strength, and courage. Okay? Strength and courage and protection. So you have to be open. Trust the universe. Trust your spiritual team. Okay? The meaning of the name Archangel Michael is who is like God. Michael comes into your life to bless you with strength and courage on your journey. All right? He communicates with you through visions and dreams, guiding you to allow your life to fulfill your purpose and to be who you are meant to be. A fierce protector of all that is good and loving. Michael assists you to remove fear from your life and to protect you. Call upon Michael when fear of the known and unknown takes hold of your life. When you are faced with overwhelming challenges or when negative thoughts and emotions begin to pull you down. When you are unsure of which angel to call upon for help or guidance, Archangel Michael can assist you with any problem you may face. So there you go. Call upon help from the spiritual team, from your angels. You can call upon Archangel Michael. And Michael asks, are you fearful of facing the future? Are you fearful of asking for help in fear of rejection? Are you fearful of asking for help, you know, in fear that the person that you ask may go gossip behind your back? Do you lack the strength and courage to move on in your life? Okay. Tell yourself, Archangel Michael is by my side, guiding and protecting me each day. Archangel Michael instills within me the strength and courage I need to fulfill my life's purpose. Okay. So, there we have it. I thought I was finished. I said I was going to do this real quick. See, how can the viewer respond to situations happening in their life at this time? How can the viewer, okay, the waxing moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals, okay? There's that, and that's my Lunar Oracle cards. And we're going to get Chakra card, Chakra Wisdom card, and we're done. I hope that this was beneficial for someone. I know it's definitely different. I have done cards once or twice on the channel before. But there's some that I will be definitely incorporating, kind of transitioning over. And I got hot. Okay. Make sure you thank Archangel Michael for his help, and don't be afraid to call upon him. When you don't know what angel to call, you can call upon Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael will definitely guide you. And of course, pay attention to your dreams and kind of like little visions that you see. Okay, let's see, what is a Chakra Wisdom card to assist the viewer during this time of release? Okay, let's take whatever that is. The inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing, and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence, and I listen to the truth. I am open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. I'm gonna get one more and close it out here. Okay, so meditation is going to play a big part. Intuitive perception, okay? I know that what my intuitive senses tell me are true. I open myself to the truth that is within and around me, and I know that it is there for me to receive. I practice developing my intuition, and I know that it is a major aspect of who I am. In the stillness and silence of meditation and contemplation, I will experience and know the truth. So, someone should take the time out to meditate. Meditate, call upon Archangel Michael to assist you. Meditation will definitely help you shift your perspective in receiving help. All right, so take this as it resonates. I hope that it helps someone. Yeah. Surrender the thought of not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to ask for help. Again, this help can be from the Most High, it could be from your spiritual team, or it could be from an actual person. All right. So this is the message for today. Be open to receiving. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable is also a strength. And as you relinquish control, things begin to flow easier for you. Just remember, when you fight against things, you create blockages for yourself. So make sure that you are going with the flow as much as possible, and asking for help when you need to ask for help. Have a good day.